Have you ever walked into a room that just felt off? You couldn't explain why. The colors were fine. The lighting was nice, but something about it drained your energy. Like the space itself was tired. Now imagine, if that tired spot in your home happens to be your bathroom. A place that should refresh you might actually be quietly stealing your energy every single day. There's a story I once heard from an old Feng Shui master. He said, "The bathroom is the heart's shadow. If the heart beats too close to the drain, even love will feel tired." At first, that sounded poetic, maybe even superstitious. But later, as I began studying energy flow and environmental psychology, I realized there's truth beneath the metaphor. Think about it. In our homes, the bathroom is where water leaves. It's the only space designed for release, where everything flushes away. And in Feng Shui, water isn't just a physical element. It represents flow, emotion, and wealth. So when the flow constantly moves outward, without balance, your home's energy can slowly lose its spark. Modern design often treats the bathroom like a purely functional space. But ancient Feng Shui sees it as a living pulse of energy, where yin, quiet, draining, meets yang, movement, cleansing. That's why so many traditional homes kept the bathroom away from the center of the house. Because the center is the heart, the place where life energy gathers. And when the heart sits too close to a draining point, it's like living with a constant emotional leak. You might not see it, but you'll feel it in the form of fatigue, irritability, or even financial stagnation. But here's the good news. Feng Shui isn't about superstition, it's about awareness. It reminds us that our surroundings mirror our inner state. A cluttered, dark, or damp bathroom doesn't just affect qi energy. It subtly affects your morning mood, your sense of calm, your motivation to start the day. When we begin to see our bathroom as more than pipes and tiles, we unlock the chance to turn a draining place into a healing one. So in this video, we'll dive deeper into how the location, light, color, and even smell of your bathroom can shift not only your home's energy, but your life's rhythm. Because sometimes, the path to prosperity doesn't begin with a paycheck. It begins with a simple change in the space where you wash away yesterday. Have you ever noticed how the placement of a single room can change the feel of an entire home? It's like tuning an instrument, one wrong note, and the whole melody sounds slightly off. In Feng Shui, that note is often the bathroom's location. See, every home has what we call energy flow. Imagine it as invisible rivers of life that move through walls, doors, and hallways. When your bathroom sits right in the middle of that flow, like at the center of the house, it's as if the river passes straight through a drain. Energy that should circulate slips away. And even though you can't see it, you'll feel it, in the form of low motivation, constant tiredness, or simply that sense of, nothing seems to stick. That's why, in traditional Feng Shui, bathrooms should never be placed at the center or directly facing the front door or kitchen. The center is the heart, the kitchen is nourishment, and the front door is opportunity. When water, the element of flow, connects too strongly with any of these, it weakens what keeps a home vibrant. I once worked with a woman named Elaine, a small business owner in Portland. Her home was bright, well designed, yet she always felt stuck financially. When we walked through her space, we found her bathroom sat right across from her front door, meaning every time she opened the door to welcome new opportunities, the energy immediately flushed out. We made simple changes. She added a small divider wall, kept the bathroom door closed, and placed a green plant by the entrance. a symbol of renewal and growth. Within months, she said something shifted. She didn't suddenly win the lottery, but clients started coming back. Her energy felt lighter, and for the first time in years, she said, "My home finally feels like it's working with me, not against me." Many modern homes ignore this balance. Builders often squeeze bathrooms into any leftover corner, even if it's near the kitchen, above the main door, or right behind the bedroom wall. But what they forget is, every placement has a psychological echo. A bathroom near the kitchen can unconsciously blur the line between cleansing and nourishing, creating a subtle discomfort. A bathroom above the main door, common in two-story homes, can symbolically wash away opportunities before they even arrive. These placements don't doom your life, but they create small, steady leaks in your emotional energy. And over time, leaks add up. The deeper lesson isn't about superstition. It's about awareness of flow. Your home isn't static, it breathes. It responds. When you respect that rhythm, even simple adjustments, closing the door, adding light, using natural materials, can make a profound difference. Because the bathroom's location isn't just architectural. It's emotional geography. It maps how energy enters, moves, and leaves your life. And once the location is in harmony, the next question becomes, what about how it feels inside? Because even the best placed bathroom can still drain your spirit. If its atmosphere is dark, cluttered, or heavy. In the next part, we'll explore how light, air, and design flow can transform a space of cleansing into a sanctuary of renewal. A place that doesn't just take energy away, but gives it back. When you think about the bathroom, what comes to mind? For most of us, it's a private corner, tucked away, with no windows, maybe a faint smell of moisture, and lights that flicker just enough to remind us it's time to leave. But here's the thing. The bathroom is where energy resets. It's where we literally wash away the past. So if light and air can't move freely in that space, your energy can't either. In Feng Shui, light and air are the two invisible healers. Light represents clarity and awareness. Air represents flow and renewal. When a bathroom is dark, damp, or poorly ventilated, it doesn't just collect odors, it traps stagnant chi. The kind that makes a home feel heavy even after you've cleaned everything. It's why traditional Feng Shui always favors natural light, open ventilation, and movement. Because flow, whether it's sunlight dancing on the tiles or a soft breeze through the window, reminds energy to keep moving. Keep alive. A client of mine, Daniel, lived in a lovely townhouse in San Francisco. Every morning, he said he woke up feeling dull, like his day started gray, even on sunny mornings. When I visited, I noticed his bathroom had no windows. The only light came from a harsh, cold bulb above the mirror, and the air vent hadn't been cleaned in years. We made simple changes. He swapped the bulb for a warm daylight tone, added a small Himalayan salt lamp, and placed eucalyptus leaves near the shower to naturally purify the air. After 2 weeks, Daniel told me, "It feels like I'm showering in sunlight." He said his mornings began to feel hopeful again. That's the power of light and air. They change more than the atmosphere. They change your state of mind. Most people make one of two mistakes. They either overcompensate, turning the bathroom into a bright, sterile, almost hospital-like space, or they ignore it, letting humidity, clutter, and darkness quietly build up over time. Both extremes disrupt the balance of yin and yang. Too much brightness creates restlessness. Too much darkness breeds stagnation. The key, as Feng Shui teaches, is harmony, soft light, natural air, and gentle movement. Even something as simple as hanging a mirror opposite a small window can multiply light and expand the sense of openness. Or adding a small fan or diffuser can mimic the natural rhythm of the wind, reminding Kai to circulate instead of settle. The lesson here isn't about expensive remodeling. It's about inviting life back into the spaces we forget. Because your bathroom, no matter how small, is a reflection of how you handle renewal in your own life. If it's bright, fresh, and flowing, chances are, so are you. But if it's stale, dim, or neglected, maybe it's a sign you've been holding on to what you should have already let go. Sometimes, a single ray of light through a clean window can do more for your energy than a full renovation ever could. Now that light and air have brought new energy into the space, there's one more silent player that shapes the bathroom's emotional tone: color. Because color doesn't just decorate, it communicates. It can calm your mind, balance the elements, and even shift how Kai moves across your home. In the next part, we'll explore how to choose the right color palette, not just for beauty, but for balance. When we talk about design, most people think of style. But in Feng Shui, style is secondary to sensation. It's not just about what looks good. It's about what feels right. And nothing shapes that feeling more subtly and more powerfully than color and material. Every color, in Feng Shui, carries a frequency, a tone of energy that speaks directly to the subconscious. White cleanses and purifies, like fresh snow under morning light. Blue and green bring calm and renewal, the colors of nature's breath. Beige or light earth tones ground your emotions, reminding you of stability and safety. While black or dark gray, if overused, can pull the energy inward, useful for reflection, but heavy if not balanced. That's why the bathroom, a place of release and renewal, needs colors that echo water's nature: calm, cleansing, fluid. When light and gentle hues combine with natural textures, wood, stone, or bamboo, the result isn't just aesthetic. It's emotional. You feel the difference in your breath, in the pace of your thoughts. A couple I once worked with, Anna and Michael, had just remodeled their bathroom. They went all in on modern minimalism: black marble, chrome fixtures, high contrast lighting. It looked stunning, like a luxury hotel suite. But after a few months, Anna confessed she hated being in there. "It feels cold," she said, "like I'm stepping into a museum, not my home." We softened the space, added warm ivory paint, swapped a few metallic accents for brushed brass, and placed a bamboo mat near the tub. Instantly, the room changed. Not just visually, emotionally. Michael later said, "It feels like we brought sunlight into stone." That's what harmony between color and material can do. It doesn't just please the eye, it restores the heart. Many people decorate their bathrooms as if they're separate from the rest of the home. Using colors too harsh, too cold, or too artificial. But the bathroom isn't a backstage corner. It's part of your home's energy circuit. Overusing black or metallic tones can make the room feel draining. Too much white or sterile gray can make it emotionless, clean. Yes, but lifeless. And synthetic materials, plastics that trap moisture or glossy tiles that glare, can reflect light but not warmth. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance. Natural materials breathe with you. Colors whisper instead of shout. Here's a small truth I've learned from years of visiting people's homes. The most peaceful spaces are rarely the most expensive. They're the ones where everything, color, texture, scent, sound, quietly agrees with each other. When your bathroom carries that kind of harmony, it stops being just a bathroom. It becomes a pause in your day, a space that reminds you to breathe, to feel, to start again. Because real beauty doesn't sparkle under spotlights. It hums softly in balance. Now that the tones and textures of your bathroom begin to harmonize, there's one more invisible layer that defines how energy moves: organization and cleanliness. Because even the most beautiful space loses its power when clutter takes over. In the next part, we'll explore how order, not perfection, but mindful arrangement, can turn your bathroom into a true sanctuary of peace and purpose. There's a quiet truth most of us forget. Energy doesn't just flow through walls, it flows through order. When your bathroom is cluttered, even the cleanest tiles can't hold good energy. But when every item has its place, and every surface feels calm, you start your day lighter, clearer, more centered. Because in Feng Shui, organization isn't about control. It's about clarity. Think of your bathroom like a river. If pebbles, branches, and leaves block its course, the water stagnates, it grows murky, heavy, dull. The same happens when your countertop is buried under bottles, towels, and half-used lotions. Energy, or Kai, needs space to move. When clutter fills the air, it creates invisible noise. Your mind picks it up, even if you don't consciously notice. That's why, in Feng Shui, cleanliness and order are spiritual acts, not chores. They cleanse not only the room, but your emotions. I once met a man named Robert, a graphic designer who worked from home. He told me, "I clean my bathroom every weekend, but somehow it still feels messy." When I visited, I noticed what he meant. His space was spotless, but crowded: 10 shampoo bottles, 3 toothbrushes, 5 half-burnt candles, and drawers overflowing with products he never used. We began small. He kept only what he truly needed, the essentials that brought him comfort and joy. Everything else, he donated or recycled. When he finished, he stood in silence for a moment and said, "It's like I can breathe again." And that's the magic. Organization isn't about perfection, it's about permission. Permission for energy, and for yourself, to flow freely again. Many people think organized means hidden. So they shove everything into cabinets and drawers, out of sight. But not out of energy. In Feng Shui, clutter behind closed doors is still clutter. It holds stagnant Kai, just compressed. Another common mistake is over-decorating, trying to make the bathroom feel luxurious by adding too many items: scented diffusers, trinkets, baskets, plants, all at once. But when everything competes for attention, nothing truly speaks. Good organization means balance between empty space and meaningful presence. The pause between notes is what makes music. The space between objects is what makes energy flow. There's a reason why you feel lighter after tidying up. You didn't just move objects, you moved energy. When you clear the space around you, you clear the static inside you. You remind yourself that simplicity is strength. And that peace doesn't come from adding more, it comes from removing what no longer serves you. Even the simple act of wiping down your mirror each morning can feel symbolic. You're clearing the reflection of your day, preparing to see yourself anew. Once your space is open, fresh, and organized, something beautiful happens. You start to feel the energy shift. And that's when Feng Shui becomes more than design, it becomes ritual. In the next part, we'll explore how scents, sounds, and small daily habits can turn your bathroom into a personal sanctuary. A place where cleansing the body becomes a gentle act of healing the soul. There's something almost sacred about the moment water touches your skin. For a brief instant, the world goes quiet, and all that exists is you, the water, and the sound of release. That's why, in Feng Shui, the bathroom isn't just a functional space. It's a temple of renewal. And what fills that temple, the scents, the sounds, and the small rituals you create, shapes the energy of your entire day. Smell and sound are two of the most powerful gateways to emotion. They bypass logic and go straight to memory, instinct, and mood. That's why ancient Feng Shui masters believed that a harmonious home isn't only seen, it's felt. A faint aroma of lavender can calm the mind. The soft echo of water can remind the body to release tension. In this sense, scents and sounds aren't decorations, they're emotional cues. They teach your nervous system that this space is safe, peaceful, and restorative. And when paired with mindful rituals, like lighting a candle before you shower, or taking one deep breath as you wash your hands, your bathroom becomes a small sanctuary of stillness in a world that rarely stops. A woman named Lydia, a nurse from Chicago, once told me she dreaded coming home after night shifts. Her bathroom, she said, felt cold and lifeless. Just another box of tiles and steam. We made a few simple shifts. She began diffusing essential oils, lavender and bergamot, every evening before her shower. She played gentle ambient music with the sound of flowing water. And each time she finished her shower, she whispered one sentence of gratitude. For her health, her work, her ability to start again tomorrow. Weeks later, she told me, "It's no longer just a shower. It's my ceremony of coming back to myself." That's the heart of Feng Shui, not superstition, but connection. When your senses engage in harmony, your spirit naturally follows. Many people misunderstand this part of Feng Shui. They think it means filling the space with perfumes, incense, or background music all day long. But overstimulation creates the opposite effect. What should calm you begins to clutter your senses. Too many scents mix into confusion. Loud or artificial sounds block inner silence. The key is gentle balance, one scent, one sound, one intention. Even silence, when held with awareness, is a kind of music. There's a quiet power in ritual, not because of what you do, but how you do it. Feng Shui reminds us that energy responds to attention. When you light a candle with presence, that flame becomes more than light, it becomes a moment of mindfulness. When you choose a scent that reminds you of peace, you're inviting that peace to live in your home. Rituals don't need to be grand. They just need to be yours. A deep breath, a gentle sound, a familiar scent, small anchors that remind you, I am safe, I am home. And when light, air, color, and ritual all come together, your bathroom becomes more than a room, it becomes a living symbol of harmony. But there's one final step, one that ties everything together: how you maintain it. Because energy, like water, must keep moving. In the next and final part, we'll explore how maintenance, small daily care, and mindful habits help keep your bathroom and your life flowing with steady, positive chi. Every space, like every living thing, breathes. And just like the body needs care to stay healthy, your home, and especially your bathroom, needs gentle, regular attention to keep its energy alive. Because Feng Shui isn't a one-time fix. It's a relationship. A conversation between you and your surroundings that grows deeper the more you listen. Maintenance, in Feng Shui, isn't about constant renovation, it's about presence. A clean floor, a dry towel, a working light bulb, these small details carry invisible energy. They tell your space, I see you, I care for you. When we care for our environment with mindfulness, it begins to care for us back. That's why, even after you've arranged your bathroom beautifully, with light, air, color, and scent, The real transformation happens in how you maintain it day after day. Energy thrives where there is attention. Neglect, even silent neglect, slowly closes the flow. A retired teacher named Marjorie once told me about her Sunday ritual. Every week, she'd light a candle in her bathroom, play soft music, and gently wipe every surface, not as a chore, but as meditation. "It's how I talk to my house," she said, smiling. "If I don't care for it, it forgets to care for me." She noticed something beautiful. The more she practiced that awareness, the lighter she felt, in mood, in body, even in her relationships. That's the hidden gift of mindful maintenance. It keeps both your space and your spirit flowing. The biggest mistake people make is thinking Feng Shui ends once everything looks right. They light a few candles, buy some crystals, paint the walls, and then forget. But energy isn't frozen. It shifts with the seasons, with your emotions, with your daily habits. Even the smallest neglect, a leaky faucet, a dim bulb, a forgotten corner, can slowly dull the Kai you've worked so hard to nurture. That's why maintenance is not about perfection, but participation, the gentle act of staying involved in your own environment. Here's the deeper lesson. Caring for your space is a mirror of how you care for yourself. When you wipe a mirror, you're not just cleaning glass, you're clearing your reflection. When you fix a dripping tap, you're reminding yourself not to waste your own energy. When you light incense or a candle, you're quietly saying, "I'm still here, I'm still learning, I'm still flowing." Because Feng Shui isn't about rules, it's about relationship. Between the visible and the invisible. Between your hands and your heart. And that's something that grows. One mindful moment at a time. So when you step into your bathroom tomorrow morning, pause for a second. Listen to the water. Feel the air. Notice the light as it touches your face. That's not just a routine, that's energy in motion. And every time you engage with it consciously, you're rewriting the story of your home and your life. Because in the end, Feng Shui isn't about chasing luck or rearranging rooms. It's about remembering that harmony begins wherever attention lives. And maybe, just maybe, that harmony starts with something as simple as the space where you wash away yesterday.